Today we're going to be continuing with very light, backpackable, portable, easy to deploy pistol caliber carbines. Anything from 22 to 9mm and above, kind of your survival series. In particular, we're going to be looking at the Kel-Tecs. So go ahead, if you ever had your hands on one or you own one, make sure you like and subscribe. This video is for you. As we zoom in here, we're going to be looking at the Kel-Tec Sub 2000. What's awesome about this one is this guy's chambered at 9mm. They're very distinctive looking, and what's better than one? A second in black is chambered in 40 Smith Wesson. That's right. You haven't heard that in a while. 40 Smith Wesson. We're going to be looking at these and shooting them both today. All right, Swedish designer, also the CEO, lives in the US, came here I think in the 80s. George Kellgren. Some good videos online with him talking about his products. If you ever check out KelTec's website, there's a lot of innovation going there. They have their own theme, their own style, their own design. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. So go ahead and check out their stuff, and if you get your hands on one, go to the local range, see how it works out for you. As we zoom in on the gun, what's interesting is it's definitely backpackable. Easy for a car gun, easy for a survival scenario, a little more firepower than your 22 long rifle, and it's spring-loaded right here in the back. So we just grab it like this. That allows you to deploy the 16-inch barrel. What's interesting, if we go around the gun, we have a grip. It takes Glock-style magazines. Who doesn't like a fun stick? Have a look at that. How many rounds in that sucker? 31 rounds. So easy to deploy. Just like we're familiar controls, pistol type of controls. Safety on and off. Buffer tube. All right, easy to put back into place. This is a reciprocating buffer tube. So when you shoot this gun, if you had an awkward stance or position or a grip, this thing could smash you. I don't know anybody that's running into this and found that to be a problem, but it does reciprocate. Another thing is this is adjustable, but not on the fly. Pushing on the spring, you push on this pin, and you have limited adjustability. You do have your stock here and your ability to put in a sling. Now on the front, we do have a lot of real estate, M-lock, and we do have a Picatinny rail. I have a buddy that has one. He's running all set red dots. You break it down kind of like by pushing up to the front, very much like a Scorpion CZ. That'll allow you to collapse it, put it back in a carryable configuration. If you did have a red dot on top, as you've already gleaned, you won't be able to totally stow this in the original shape. It'd have to be modified. In terms of sights, we've got polymer. Rear, they're okay. They are not the best, but you got your peep sight. And we've got some adjustability up here on our front sight with windage and elevation. This gun is on point, on target. It's not gonna be the most precise, but you're gonna be able to hit center mass on your targets out to 100 plus yards. Not a problem, out to 150 if you need to with a 9mm. One thing left to do, Stacy. We need to go shoot these things. Stand by. All right, Stace, what's the deal? What's the name of this drill?
So, Justin, we're going to be shooting some mushroom zombies today. So, I'm going to take pistol. So, we're going to be shooting 3 rounds for our mushroom zombie here. Then I'm going to transition over to our Kel-Tec Sub 2000. I'm going to take 5 shots from kneeling to there, and then from here I'm going to bound over to our other cover, and then I'm going to take 5 shots standing from here.
Shooter ready. Stand by. Sweet. Cool. 30.26.
That thing was it was a lot of fun. I think that That shot actually a lot better than I thought it was going to.
Okay.
It's actually pretty accurate. I've heard a couple of people say it wasn't really that great. I don't know what they're talking about.
All right, let's see what we got here.
So that mushroom's pretty dead.
Right
Got
in
two
the
in the cap, one in the stalk. I kind of winged one off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think it might be. We got two in the stalk.
Oh yeah. Cool.
This guy's got a belly full of lead, so he'll be fine with that zombie. This guy got stocked up. Super stocked up.
That's funny.
Super lightweight. It was actually easy to unfold. One of the things I thought was going to be a problem initially was the safety, but your thumb kind of falls right back into it. I'm kind of a fan of that because that made it really easy to jump on it. I really actually like the trigger too. You know, it felt fine in the hands, and I could actually get back on it, like, and have some good repeatability with it. I'd say it's, right now, for me, it's a winner. And it folds right back up and put it right back in my pack.
There you go.
Nice one.
I like that. For me, man, let's talk about it. For me, this felt really good.
Yeah?
I like, it's really lightweight. And let me go down and see what my hits are. It deployed, it's got a different feel, a different manual of arms. And once you kind of figure out how it deploys from a backpack gun, you really kind of appreciate it. That survival-esque, convenient, really lightweight. And I'm gonna tell you, the trigger felt really good to me. It really did. Felt like a lightweight trigger.
Yeah?
Let's see.
Ooh.
I'll take that.
Got capped up.
Yes. And I'm grouped in here pretty good. I'm happy with that.
Hey, that one right in the pacemaker.
And I promise this is not deliberate. 2 in the stem and a little smiley face.
Mushroom is dead.
Purely random. Okay, so for me, there's a little bit of a learning curve when you shoulder and mount this particular pistol caliber carbine.
I'd agree.
It's a height, now, you have to keep in mind, if I had a red dot, it's gonna sit a lot taller on a riser. You're on the money all the time. There's a little bit of an adjustment with how you present and shoulder. So your face, your shoulder, your muscular skeletal structure could be different. You may have a hard time fitting the sights. That's been reported on other KelTec. For me, I could cant it a little bit and get a good purchase, and it was fairly acceptable. So once you get past that, I was really pleased with how it shoots. Another thing for me was a little bit of a learning curve on kind of the buffer tube and how this cycles. It's one of these ones that grows on you. So kind of be open-minded. Shot good, performed well for me. Proof's in the pudding, you saw the hits. And I think Stacy would agree.
Oh yeah.
Nothing wrong with the KelTec. At the moment, we're gonna keep having fun with it, so. Now we're on to the 40 Smith Wesson. Sweet. Downrange.
Cool.
Let's go see how we did.
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty much the same as far as for recoil is concerned. I think we've definitely proved these are pretty light shooters, so you can barely feel any of the recoil with both of them. I think group's actually pretty tight. I need to work on my own accuracy, but.
Yep, 40 look good. Let's look at the 9mm. Got some headshots. Oh yeah. Yeah, so no real noticeable difference, Stace?
No, I mean between the 115s and the 180s, there's a little bit more boom with the 40, but they feel both the same. I mean, I would say that they're pretty identical as far as for setup is concerned and weight. So,
all right, cool. Looks like I'm up. Let's get on it. Oh, man, I was having fun with that. Let's go to the 40. This gun's newer, so it's a lot more. Safety's already on. Get a heart shot. 40 feels good. That felt good. Nothing like doing a mag dump, right?
oh yeah.
Oh man. All right. I know these aren't going to be excellent, but what are we about 21 feet? So it can't be that much.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, I like that. They're going a little lower. I think it's height over bore. That's what I really believe. So my grips were shooting a little lower. My front sight was on. These I'm feeling good about. Oh man, got one mulligan. Dude, I liked it. Definitely, I felt a difference between the 40. But you're splitting hairs. 9, smooth. Didn't matter if I was shooting 115, 124, or 147 grain. When I shot the 40 caliber, it's like shooting your 40 caliber Glock. You know the difference between that and your G23 versus your G19? That's how it felt to me. In this case, Kel-Tec 40 Smith Wesson versus your Kel-Tec Sub 2009. I really like both. If it's me already, I think I'm going this way. Besides the FDE or the OD green or the black or the different colors, in case you don't know, there's quite an aftermarket for your Kel-Tec. There are people that do new buffer tubes, better triggers, they're taking out the plastic internals, they're doing all metals. You can put all kinds of stuff, bolt everything on. It's very modular, so there you go. Both triggers felt good to me. When you get on it, it's a joy. And the next thing you know, you're hitting click and you're on empty. That's how you know you had a good time. Why don't we go inside, sit down, debrief, talk about it. Stand by. All right, this is the fun time. I love this part when we do our videos, Stacy. We get a chance to come in here and debrief after a fun night of shooting. It was a good time. So what'd you think about the Kel-Tec Sub 2000?
I liked it. The packability of it was pretty cool. We saw that it actually fit in the side of my bag. The accuracy on this was really good. When I was trying to, I'm going to point this away from Justin, but when I'm trying to get kind of down into it, if I had my hearing protection on, it was kind of trying to push that up a little bit. So I kind of had to work around that, and you might want to play around with where you put it in your shoulder. Squaring it out would be good. One thing we never really talked about was it actually does have a threaded barrel. You actually put a suppressor on that whenever you want to. I'm from with the sights, Justin. I could probably fix with a red dot.
Definitely. I think this gun will take it to the next level. Come alive if you throw a riser and a red dot on it.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think we should come back and try that in a future video. Maybe throw a can on it, to your point. Particular one, 2001, it's gone through a couple of generational updates. We have survival guns, we've got car guns, backpackable guns, portable guns, just fun plinking type guns. This certainly could be used in any of those. It's modular, you got a lot of real estate, a lot of plastic fantastic going on. It leverages your Glock magazines, your fun sticks, and all the other stuff that we talk about. Maybe a couple other manufacturers, and you can't go wrong with that, right? So if you're the type of guy that likes to keep the same caliber, 9mm, and kind of keep your platforms and some of your magazines and your loadout similar, that's a big plus, especially if you're a Glock fan. you can leverage your magazine. As we tried to mimic in one of our shooting scenes, we transitioned from pistol to pistol caliber carbine, and it worked out great. I think it's a good alternative to those survival guns, AR-7s. Maybe you want a little more firepower than the 22 long rifle. It's good to look at alternatives. There's nothing wrong with the world's most popular round, the NATO 9mm. You're gonna be able to go anywhere and find that in most places.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, Justin, you could go to a pawn shop in small town USA and get a
yeah.
9mm.
Yes, that and 22, right? So you're gonna find it. I like it. Again, I probably would spruce it up with a red dot. I really like the trigger feel. I think it's a light trigger. It's about 5.5, 6.5, maybe 7 pounds at the highest for a PCC. I think that's going to extend that 9mm cartridge out to a little further ranges with the higher velocity with the 16-inch barrel. So I probably would customize it if I made the purchase on this. Anything else, Stace?
So to your point too,
Yeah.
You do have all these, and you may have said this before, but you do have all these M-lock slots. So you have options to be able to put a light, and actually if you put a light on the side, you can still fold it all and be completely fine. Other than that, this is pretty fun.
Yeah, we didn't have any reliability issues. Regardless of what you think about the gun, if you love it, you think it's okay, you're enamored, you're warming up to it, or you're just flat out love it and you own tons of Kel-Tecs. Most importantly, as we kind of race to the finish here, a lot of the guns are under $1,000. These guys and the pistols $400, $500, $100. So they're very affordable. Definitely worthy of you going out with your buddies and shooting one and seeing what you think. Develop your own ideas, and don't let a lot of the stuff out here on YouTube, these preconceived notions, bias you to a certain degree. Try it for yourself. Thanks, Stacy. Thanks for coming out.
Absolutely.
It's good to plink. I'm glad we ran some drills on it. Oh, and our theme, if you haven't picked up, what's the name of the theme again?
The mushroom zombies. So since Last of Us is on.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I've watched every episode so far. So we tried to mix it up for you. Throw a little fungi in there, little mushrooms. We blasted the heck out of them, didn't we?
Stocked them up.
All right, on that note, we're gonna end it there. All right, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate you. Let us know what you thought about the video and what you think about Kel-Tec. These guys have been super reliable. We had no failure to feeds, no failure to ejects, or anything like that. So, something to think about. Consider it. Take care of yourselves, and until next time, we're out of here.
See you guys.
Slow-moving zombie horde. That's too funny.
Like, if I gotta fight off like 28 days later zombies,
Yeah. You're what?
I said if I have to fight off 28 days later zombies, I'm fucked. Those zombies ran.
Yeah, I need the slow-moving guys. On crutches.